What's going on today, guys? Elder Hiatus here with a 90s and high ground retake video. So, first things first, we're going to be starting off with the 90s. Alright, there's multiple 90s you can do. The easiest one is just the traditional 90 like this, okay? Now, it is fast, but there are faster ways. Just by like a small bit, but like to competitive players that matters. So, I'm going to be teaching you how to do all of them. So, there are these 90s. I don't even know what these are called. They're like just infinite running 90s. These are pretty fast. You don't lose any momentum, and it's just straight up. Like I did that in like what 2 seconds. I did that in like 5. So you can see which one's faster. That's the traditional 90. There are mongraal 90s where you just kind of you're gonna bring this wall first. So this. Okay, so you're gonna like go up like a half moon, like a crescent, half circle, and you're gonna go like that. So you're gonna just bow and just crank them out, and so those are mongrel 90s. Mitra 90s, he goes like this. These are Mitra 90s. Okay, now the thing is with Mitra 90s, they can be faster, but you gotta time your jumps perfectly so you don't lose any momentum. And I'm gonna tell you exactly where to jump so you can continue running, so you don't lose as much momentum possible. So for me, how I learned it specifically was going off the colors of each individual wooden plank or log, whatever this is. So there's this dark one, the slightly lighter one, and then the brighter ones, right? So for me, you would want to jump right at this one. This one I'm looking at right here, this lighter one, right after the dark one. So you would be right here. You should be jumping by the time you hit this running. So you should be like, okay. And the more you're up on the ramp, the better it'll be for you to not get cucked. Which means that like if you go too slow, if you're too low, I mean, you're gonna place a floor over you. But if you're right where I said, and you do your 90, it'll be easy to just continue. Okay. And yeah, so doing 90s, you're going to want to be running at the either far left side or the far right side, depending on which 90 you want to do. Whatever you're comfortable with. But for the regular 90s where you just go to the right, you're going to want to be as far this way as you can. If you're learning 90s, you can learn by throwing yourself into this wall just to get the movement down for it. Like if you see, like right there, like this wall guided me up as I jumped. But you can learn to do, once you learn like character placement and your player model, like you'll get super comfortable with it, and you'll always know where to jump on time, hit it every time. It'll be very clean. You can add flashier 90s into it, so you can go 1, 2, and then like, just branch out. You can do whatever you want with 90s. That's the beauty behind them, Sure, there are specific ways to do it, but you can like incorporate any 90 into it. So like regular, mongrel, Mitra, Now that was 4 90s. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, if you want to be faster than that, you could do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's the fastest way to do infinite 90s. So the beginner 90s, they're just regular 90s just like this. Not slower than the other ones. The other ones really are just personal preference and opinion. Some are a little bit faster. I could say that Ghost Bizzles is a little bit faster. Like that. So he'll do a mongrel 90 and then jump and continue running like that. So he'll do a combination of a Mitra 90 and a mongrel 90. Both very fast 90s. That's mongrel. Mitra. So Bizzles is like that. Next discussion, high ground retakes. What are they? High ground retakes are ways you can get the high ground back from someone when they have it. And you can do this many different ways. Like, there's so many ways you can take high ground and you don't even know it yet. Like, I went from just doing a double ramp to that. So, like, you can do this so you don't have to, like, stop to do that either. You could be just 90ing, you know, like doing a regular 90. You know how you put the walls there, but you could do one extra like that. And this wall right here, you from the original first 90, you'll be able to put another one there. Put a pyramid at it, and then turn around like really fast. That reverse 90 is super effective and nobody is paying attention to it. Also, you can go like this. Oops. Cuck. You could be going like this. So let's try that again. Putting pyramids. And that's where you put in the 90s that we taught earlier in this video into high ground retakes. So the better you are at 90s, the better you are going to be at getting high ground. The more you practice it, the easier it'll be, the more ways you'll figure out to incorporate the different things you learned from this video together. So whether it's doing multiple different types of 90s at the same time or fucking around with pyramids, you know. Either way, it'll be beneficial for you to watch this video. I'll be putting in more tutorials later, and I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Peace out, guys.